I'm sitting here with Lexi Taylor today, or Alexis Taylor as some of you know her as, and she has been a member of my team since
January 2017.
Yes. There was a big change that happened in the beginning of that year, and so that makes it be 5 years that you've been working with me.
Yeah.
And they say a lot can happen in 5 years, and this is a prime example. I remember being in our very first interview together, and you said I really want to be a member of your team because I can see it's just exciting to be able to see what might be able to happen if we team up.
Yeah.
And for anybody that's listening, that's a really damn good line. But it was so exciting because it's almost like you had more faith in me than I had in myself. And you've always brought so much refreshment to our team and so much positivity. We do a lot, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we sell a ton of houses, and we have a great time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. I enjoy working on the team. It's been a lot of fun over the past 5 years, seeing how it's grown and changed. And when I started with you, there was no processes. It was kind of just throwing spaghetti on the wall to see if it stuck, and it did. I mean, you were good at that, but I just kind of came in and made everything into a process, and it's cool to see how that's grown.
Yeah, it becomes really powerful before you know it.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Of course.
So we're here in Fort Mitchell at your new place.
Yep.
Nice. So what's so important to you about Fort Mitchell?
I have a daughter that goes to Beechwood Elementary since kindergarten. We've lived here, and it was just always my goal with her to not have to change school districts once she got into a school. And we were fortunate to get into Beechwood, which is a great school. So yeah, she's in 6th grade now, and we've been here since she's been in kindergarten.
Yeah. One of the things that we're seeing in the market, and you're seeing and you were feeling, was affordable housing is really, really hard. Finding a place that's affordable. And you were living, tell us about where you were living.
When we first came to Fort Mitchell, we were in an apartment, and it was about $800 a month at that time. It was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and that same floor plan is now $1,100 a month. So it's
1 bathroom?
1 bath, yeah, and it's just since 2017 that it's gone up that much. So that's really challenging when you're trying to find a place to live in a certain area. So after the apartment, we moved to a townhouse, which was really, really nice, and we lived there for the past couple years, and we loved it. But I knew my rent was not at market value, so it was kind of in the back of my head that, gosh, I hope they don't raise the rent, because then it would kind of be out of my price range. So that was something in the back of my head.
And like we said, you've been working with me for 5 years.
Yep.
And one of the things that we have is I can legit start a sentence and not even know what I'm going to say, but you finish it.
Yeah.
And it goes both ways. And I knew that you were worried about that. And it was a real thing. And it was just like, shoot, what are we going to do if your rent goes up? And as luck would have it, came across a really great opportunity that I feel very lucky that I was able to embrace, and I had the opportunity to buy a house in Fort Mitchell.
Yeah,
and
we're sitting in it.
We're sitting in it today. That's right, and it's a great house. It's a single family home, and it completely fills your needs, I hope.
Yeah, we have never lived in a single family home, so my daughter was super excited to have a fenced in backyard.
Yeah.
We're getting a trampoline. She's so pumped about that. I've always wanted to get into an older house and make it over, and you can't do that when you're renting a lot. You don't have that freedom. And we're doing that. We're like picking paint colors, we picked new light fixtures, and that's been really fun for me to do.
Yeah, it was fun being a part of the ride.
Yeah.
So, and in the landlord world, it's wonderful to have a wonderful tenant, and it's wonderful to have a tenant for how many more years?
At least 6 more years. You're stuck with me at least 6 more years. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I will hopefully continue to keep finishing each other's sentences. And thoughts, and I'm so glad that you and Eve are happy here. And
super happy.
It means a ton.
Mm-hmm. Right.